hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And let's dive right into the analysis here today. And yesterday I tried to upload a video after the CPI, but for some reason YouTube was rejecting our uploads. Our uploads were failing, so I wasn't able to upload my video. But oh well. So we'll just give you guys a bit of a recap from yesterday and today. So obviously yesterday, the CPI came in much hotter than expected, and the markets pulled back. And then today, the PPI came in a little bit better, I guess, and the markets loved it and rejoiced. And the market loves good news, right? So PPI a little bit lower from expectations was for 0.3, and it was 0.2%. And look at the rally that we got today in the triple Qs, like over 1.6%. We're almost back to making a new all-time high here in the Nasdaq, and to me, it really looks like it is about to blast off and breach this level here and just start to take off. And this has nothing to do with any fundamentals or anything like that. It's just going to be a big surge of FOMO, people missing out, shorts getting stopped out, because right now lots of shorts are starting to accumulate at these highs here. You know that the highs are in. You better short, and I think we need to stop everyone out. I think there needs to be a flush out, and once that happens, we'll probably roll over, and then we'll get a bigger retrace in the market. So that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me at all, but you can if you want to listen. I guess it's okay. But let me take a look at the small caps, right? So I gave you guys a level on the small caps the other day, saying that we might retrace down to this level. We actually hit it to the tick here by a very small amount, and the price started to reverse out. And today we have a nice update in the IWM. It's up in the after hours. Dow Jones up 11 basis points in the after hours. I think this one may have seen its low as well. But essentially, I think the market has higher to go. I know the data was not good. The data does not support the market going higher, but it might keep going higher, right? And that's the whole situation that we're in. And a lot of people are just upset that the market isn't crashing right now. And I think once they capitulate, we will get a very big market pullback and a meltdown. We'll take a look at some individual names in just a moment. I just want to cover the dual band strength index on Market Cipher here. So right now, you guys can see we had a 12 and a minus. Was this a -4? A -4 on today's candle, right? It was supposed to be quite bearish, and it was supposed to go much lower. But you know what? Things reversed. We actually printed a green dot on the 4-hour time frame. This tells me that the low could be already in, and now we're going to start to pop up towards the upside here. I know I said that there was a green dot here as well. This was a chance to potentially buy the dip it long, but bad data came out and we start to push lower. And now we're getting a deeper pullback and a bigger green dot. And then we have the VWAP coming up as well. So I don't really want to fight those technicals, and I would want to go with the trend. IWM about to print a green dot. Triple Qs printed a green dot already. However, the triple Qs have no more green money flow on the 4-hour, but the daily just printed a green dot, and there's still green money flow there. Although it's not that thick, there's not a crazy amount. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 here. Its new daily candle went from very bearish to now we're bullish. So a big turnaround here. Nasdaq went from very bearish as well to extremely bullish now. Very bullish on the Nasdaq. Should continue higher and push higher. So those people buying SQQ, I think that there's going to be a meltdown. But again, you will probably, if you're willing to hold, you can add to these positions once we're up here, and then with the reversal down, that's going to be your payout. But it's going to be how willing are you to hold those positions, right? Let's move on. We'll take a look here at the SPY on Wave Edge. So Wave Edge, not surprising, we've been seeing a significant amount of selling, like a crazy amount on the SPY, distribution, triple Qs, not the IWM, and the Dow Jones as well. So IWM is the only one that really hasn't seen that yet. You've seen it on the 2-day here quite a bit of time, quite a bit, like a few times where this indicator popped up and showed us a lot of distribution happening. So I guess that's a nice little opportunity there. But again, a couple green crosses popping up again. I think that there has been significant buying, and you don't really want to get in the way of the IWM, even though they're saying that the rate cuts are delayed. But we're seeing precious metals rallying here like they're gonna cut rates. So maybe silver continuing to push higher, gold continuing to push higher. Another all-time high today, right? It's just gold is going parabolic, right? And it's showing like it's showing like they are gonna cut rates, and it doesn't matter what they say, and inflation's gonna go crazy. So that's the bet that I'm playing, is that these people in charge are just gonna cut rate regardless, and they don't care, and the dollar is gonna suffer tremendously. But the dollar right now is trading like we are gonna get more rate hikes, and the yields are trading also like we're gonna get a rate hike as well. So it's just really really confusing market to be in right now. But oh well, we will turn on, right? Now let's take a look at some individual names. So really happy today. A lot of our positions inside the Discord are performing really well after today's rally. So Apple, we've been in longs here, and I said if we do take out this pivot at the yellow line, then we'll stop out. But this kind of shows me that the lows are in now. So Apple, first sign that the lows are in the market. Rallying to new all-time high, not new all-time highs, but impulsing out here and breaking all these highs. So it's getting out of this range. So Apple should continue in this wave one, should do a 5-wave move up, right? And then you'll be done. And then you'll start another retrace, and then you'll continue on in a larger third wave, hopefully to new all-time highs. Let's take a look at NVIDIA, right? Another one that I gave you guys calls out for a very long time. I've been calling for this retrace down to this area between 839 to 763 for a very long time. And now that we've hit it, you know what happened? We reversed out. Now we're pushing higher. We're 7%, 8% off the lows here on NVIDIA. To me, this looks like it wants to go to the 1,200s, 1,300 areas, and that's probably when it's going to top out. So if you're shorting the Nasdaq, it's gonna be quite difficult. It's definitely going to be a tough trade. Let's take a look here. We'll take a look at Tesla. So Tesla also holding up quite nicely here. It's holding above its 20-day moving average. It's spending quite a bit of time above it now, something that I really like to see. I wanted to start impulsing out and give us our confirmation that the low is in. We really need a wave 3, which is really, really impulsive, and then it starts to gap up higher. Maybe some good news on Tesla is going to come out, and that's what's going to happen. But we'll know once we get there. Let me take a look here at some of the crypto miners. So crypto miners are pretty flat on the day today, not doing too much. Riot, Mara, flat on the day. Bitcoin's just chopping sideways at the moment to a little bit negative. It's still at 70,000. So we'll wait to see how things play out over there. Let me get over here and take a look at Hut Mining. Hut Mining was actually down 4.92%. Very nice. It is getting closer and closer to my buy area, which should be right around $7. I'd be very interested in picking it up there. If it goes lower and it's like gapping down on bad news, I'd still be interested in picking it up and probably buy a lot more. Tell Beijing how Bitcoin mining. Yeah, so yeah, the Bitcoin halving is definitely going to have a negative impact on these companies because the rewards will be cut in half, so their profitability will be cut in half. The only way that they will be able to sustain profitability is if Bitcoin prices keep going up and keep rising. All right, gold miners going crazy. My portfolio continues to grow bigger and bigger every single day. Let me take a look here at a few other things. I want to cover the TLT. So the TLT going lower and lower, impulsing down, showing us that this is definitely a wave 3. A low will be found eventually. We can head over to some smaller time frames, like the 1 hour. You're already starting to see. Let me just take a look here. All right, you got a low here. It's your wave 1. This could be the wave 3 technically, and then you're just doing a 5th wave move. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, so yeah, this shows me this is your 3rd wave. You're really pushing lower here, and then this can end at any moment. The yields can you know, start to pull back, and then you'll get a bounce in the TLT. But I think that you need to go lower. I think you got lower to go in the TLT. And this is my buy area. It's a very big range, but I'll be able to give you more accurate targets once we get a definitive low in place. Let me just do a quick little fib retracement to see where this move could take us. All right, so you're already in the buy area for this third wave. Right, so it can end at any moment for the wave 3, and then you'll do a bounce up in wave 4, and then another 5th wave of a larger third wave. This we can move over here. We probably won't be needing this for a while, and I'll just move this here as well. So there we go. So we'll just keep things like this. Well, I mean, this we could technically leave because the wave 2 looks like it wants to extend here. So, but it's getting, my chart's getting a little bit messy, but I guess it's okay. We'll just leave it now. Okay, let's take a look at the SMH. So, like I said many times, the SMH, the saying is, the semis are strong, there's nothing wrong. The semis fail, you better bail. Semis have been putting a lot of consolidation here. Tells me that we're about to just like push higher here. I think the semis are about to gap up and get a final blow off top towards the upside. I know this chart looks parabolic, but trust me, it can get even more parabolic, right? It can get absolutely crazy. We can go from like 227 to like 300, the 300. So it can get really crazy in a hurry. When we take a look at the larger time frames here, let me just get over here. Take a look to see where this wave 3 is. This wave 3 here, right here. And now you're just in an extended 5th wave, weekly time frame. This was your 3rd wave. Yeah, you're still in the 3rd wave. Cycle. Yeah, I mean, this thing can technically continue to push higher. It can. Trust me. It really looks like it's finished, but it can continue to push higher. All right. Let's take a look here at a few other things. We'll cover the dollar. So the dollar, like I said, dollar pushing higher should put pressure on the market. Market doesn't really seem to care though right now. Today was some good news, and it was really, markets rejoiced on it. So I think it'll probably continue to gap higher until further notice. But you know, eventually the market will care. Once you know, this ends. Could it already be finished? Yeah, I mean, you've technically met the minimal requirements. I wouldn't count this wave as complete, but it can truncate and end earlier, and then the B wave is done, and then they're gonna cut rates, and this starts to collapse. Yeah, that can happen, but I wouldn't bet on it too much. The trend is strong, I believe, with the DXY. We take a look at market cipher. Yeah, the trend is strong. You got green money flow. Weekly time frame looks very bullish as well. You got green money flow coming back on the DXY. So until you really get a policy shift, this is going to continue to push higher in an extended B wave. All right, so you're basically just going to do this right here. This is essentially what you're going to do. Okay, take a look at oil. So oil is in my sell area right now. It's doing a bit of a pullback in wave 4, and then it seems like we're gonna get a pullback, and then it's gonna shoot straight up in a final 5th wave of a wave 3, and then we'll have the top in, and then we'll pull back and go higher, and then you'll go to $200 a barrel, and then finally oil at these levels is gonna cause a massive problem for the Donald Trump administration or Joe Biden administration, whoever's going to be in charge of that. That's going to be their issue. All right, nat gas. So nat gas pulling back quite hard here. It could mean that the wave 2 is in. Is this a wave 2? Let me just take a look at my count here. What do I have going on? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, I think what I was doing here, and I was looking at this as like a B, C, but for now, it looks like oil, oh sorry, not oil, nat gas is going to get some pain here. I think nat gas is going to continue to go lower. Let's take a look at Boyle on there we go. Yeah, so Boyle, yeah, it's not looking too good for Boyle here. You got a red cross on the daily. We've seen last time these red crosses are kind of like a death sentence for Boyle in terms of going down. So I wouldn't be looking for too many longs here. Yeah, it's a tough trade for sure, but we'll see how everything plays out. Anyways, I think that's enough for today, guys. If you guys want to get access to the trades that I do, feel free to sign up with the link in the description, or just join the Discord. I can chat with you guys all day long about the gold mining stocks, no problem. All right, have a wonderful evening, guys. I love you all. Peace.